Hi everyone, today we are going to see about software engineering. In software engineering, we are going to see about product and process. So let's see what is software engineer. Software engineering comes from two terms, that is software and engineering. Software engineering provides a standard procedure to design and develop a software. The term software engineering is a product of two words, software and engineering. Software means it is a collection of integrated programs. Software subsists of carefully organized instructions and code written by developers of any of the various particular computer languages. Computer programs and related documentations such as requirement, design models and user manuals all comes under the computer programs. And the engineering is the application of scientific and practical knowledge to invent, design, build, maintain and improve framework, process, etc. Nature of software. Characteristics of software are software is developed or it can be engineered, either developed or it can be engineered. It is not manufactured in the classical sense. Software does not wear out. However, it is a deterrence due to the change. We need to update every time. So it is not a fixed one. Software is custom built rather than assembling existing components. It is built based on the need of the customers. Although the industry is moving towards component based construction, most software continues to be custom built. The software is developed based on the customer needs. The software process. A process is a collection of activities, actions, and tasks that are performed when some work product is to be created. An activity strives to achieve a broad objective with which software engineering is to be applied. An action encompasses a set of tasks that produce a major work. A task focuses on small but well defined objective that produces a tangible outcome. A generic process framework for software engineering encompasses 5 activities. They are communication, planning, modeling, construction, and deployment. Software process, the 5 components are: first one, communication. Before any technical work can commence, it is critically important to communication and collaborate with customers and other stakeholders. The intent is to understand stakeholders' objectives for the project and to gather requirements that help define software features and functions. Planning. Any complicated journey can be simplified if a map exists. The map, called a software project plan, defines the software engineering work by describing the technical tasks to be conducted, the risks that are likely, the resources that will be required, the work product to be produced, and the work schedule. Modeling. A software engineering creating models to better understand software requirements and the design that will achieve those requirements. Construction. This activity combines code generation, either manual or automated, and the testing that is required to uncover errors in the code. Deployment. The software is delivered to the customer who evaluates the delivered product and produce feedback based on evaluation. Program versus software. Software is more than a program. Any program is a subset of software, and it becomes software only if documentation or operating procedures, manuals are prepared properly. There are 3 components of software system as shown in the figure, that is program, documentation and operating procedures. These forms the software. Next one is software development life cycle or software process model. The picture represents the process of developing software. This software development life cycle framework includes the following steps. That is, First one is planning and requirement analysis. Before going to start anything, we have to plan properly and we need to analyze the things what we are required. This requirement analysis is the most important necessary stage in software development life cycle. The senior member of the team perform it with the input from all the stakeholders and domain experts or some other companies in the industry. Planning for the quality assurance requirements and the identification of the risk associated with the projects is also done at this stage. Business analytics and the project organizer set up a meeting with the client to gather all the data like what the customer wants to build, who will be the end user, what is the objective of the product before creating a product. A core understanding or knowledge of the product is very, very important. Second stage is defining the requirements. Once the requirement analysis is done, the next stage is to certainly represent and document the software requirement and to get them accepted from the project stakeholders. This is accomplished during SRS, that is Software Requirement Specification document, which contains all the product requirements to be constructed and developed during the project lifecycle. Third stage is the designing the software. The next phase is about to bring down all the knowledge of requirement analysis and design of software project. This phase is the product of last two like input from the customer and requirement gathering. Stage 4, developing the project. In this phase of software development lifecycle, the actual development begins and the product is to be built. The implementation of design begins concerning writing code. Developers has to follow the coding guidelines described by the management and programming tools like a compiler, integrator, debugger, etc. are to be developed and implemented the code. And the last stage is testing. After the code is generated, it is to be tested against the requirement to be make sure that the product are solving the needs of the addressed and gathered during the requirement stage. During this stage, unit testing, integration testing, system testing, acceptance testing are overcome. And stage 6 is the deployment. Once the software is certified and no bugs or no errors are stated, then it is deployed. Then based on the assessment, the software may be released as it is or with the suggested enhancement in the object segment. After software is deployed, it is gone to the maintenance stage. In maintenance stage 7 is the maintenance. Once when the clients start using development system, the real issues come up and requirement to be solved from the time to time. This procedure where the care is taken for development product is known as maintenance. Assessment. The following questions can be asked. These are the reference where we have made